Guys, have you ever wondered what women talk about in the toilet? If you join Kayla and Kes every Wednesday night between 10 and 12, all their secrets will be revealed. A show full of fun, laughs, music, and literally no holds barred. Trust me, it's supposed to run for up to 2 hours, but could go on longer. You know what women are like. Kayla and Kes Toilet Talk every Wednesday night between 10 and midnight. It's the only show on Dreamcatcher Radio with a parental advisory warning.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition. Strap in. You're about to listen to the hottest sounds.
Dreamcatcher Radio.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Toilet Talk with Kayla and Kes.
Oh, yeah, I am back this week, guys. I was on holiday last week, but I will come to that a little bit later on. But today, guys, we're actually having a bit of a different show. We've been promising you for some weeks now that we're going to get our Kayla to showcase some of her songs that she's sung. So throughout this podcast, we'll be talking to her about her songs and about her music career, etc. Or is it a hobby? It's more of a hobby, isn't it?
Like, all I can describe, like, if you hear, like, alley cats, meow, meow, that's me.
Oh, get away. Alley cat's my backside. Guys, I can confirm greatly we'll have no alley cats in tonight's show. No, unless brothers might start wailing.
I was actually on I do like a singing show on TikTok. A guy called Will Jane is from America. And, all right. It does like these competitions where you go in and he puts 6 people in the box and you've got to sing a song, and then he puts 2 people through to go head to head. So one has to have the most smiley faces going by a poll, and the other one is the most coins that people gift.
Right.
So I ended up going head to head with a guy because I got the most votes, and we sang head to head, and I ended up winning.
Where was this guy from?
America.
Oh my God! So you've gone global. You've gone over to the US of A.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal singer as well. Like he is so good at singing, and he always says like how amazing my voice is and how like natural it is as well. So
yeah,
it's good. Yeah, I enjoy singing on there.
Oh, I am pleased. And is this a thing that you do every week?
I go in every time
he's on. Or is it just a one-off?
I go in and sing every time he's on. Every time I see him on, I nip in and sing.
Oh, fab.
So it's good. Yeah, it's good.
So have you prepared yourself some songs for tonight then, Kayla?
I have, indeed.
Imagine it being piped out over all the toilets in all the UK.
Can you imagine?
While you're having a pee-pee.
Funny you should say that. Thanks for introducing me, by the way, guys.
Hi, brothers.
Funny you should say that, right? I was speaking to Johnny Mid about a month ago, and he was in a restaurant in Spain, and his music was being played in Spain. And apparently he's more popular there than he is in the UK.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the more you share, the more people are going to hear you. I mean, it's like Kerry just said, is if it's a hobby, or is it just for fun, or is it entertainment and that sort of thing. And I think that's a very valid question. Is really what you want to do. And obviously you sang at Rock the Mic and you did an exceptional job. What is it? Is it a hobby for you, Kayla, or is it just fun, or is it something that you want to pursue?
It's a hobby for me. I enjoy. I have a passion for singing, so I think it's more than just for fun.
Are you from a musical family, Kayla? Are you like the Von Trapps?
Yeah, we all like a good sing, but like the only people that have the voice is me and my younger brother.
So what you're saying is your older siblings can't sing.
They're not great.
Isn't the voice is the TV show, isn't it? Music show, isn't it?
Yeah. I've heard your younger brother sing, and I agree. He has got a phenomenal
Yeah,
voice.
he is
But
phenomenal.
he is a lot shyer than you, Kayla, if it's fair to say,
How
on
old is
social
how old is he?
media.
How old is he?
I think he's 28 or
Is he
29.
on, is he on
You
social media? Is
think?
he?
What do you mean you think?
I have that many family members, I forget about their ages, you know.
Oh my God.
I
How
Is
many
do.
he?
siblings have you got?
I have two brothers and three sisters.
Oh my God.
Two
So there's
brothers and
6
three
of you.
sisters. Do you all, do
Well,
you all, do you all get along?
apart from one,
Okay.
we
Is that
don't
the
get
Wow.
on.
same for everybody though? They don't go along with that same sibling, or
Yeah,
uh,
pretty much.
Well, they've obviously made themselves an outcast themselves, so I wouldn't worry about it, Kayla. Stick
Yeah,
with who you
no,
know.
doesn't
hey,
bother
look,
me.
all these music connotations. Outcast is the name of a band as well. So we've got The Voice,
Mm,
Outcast now.
I
yeah,
didn't even know I'm doing it, Bradders. I didn't even know I'm doing it. You know?
but yeah, he's a really good singer, my younger brother. But the thing is, he doesn't do anything with his voice. Like
Doesn't it?
he knows he's good, but he just doesn't. He
He
used to sing
doesn't
it
go to
like,
karaoke's or you
yeah, he
know.
does, but he doesn't sing online. He doesn't, he only sings when he wants to. But he should sing more because he's got an amazing voice. He used to sing at old people's homes and stuff when he
Oh
was
wow,
younger.
that's very
Yeah.
commendable.
Yeah, and he used to sing for them all. He used to sing Michael
Bubler?
Bublé and Frank Sinatra. Yeah,
Wow.
And has he
Now,
stopped? By the sounds of what you're saying, he's kind of like stopped doing it, or
he does it every now and again. If we have like family parties at home and we have karaoke nights, he'll join in.
oh
But he
right, is that
doesn't
when
he doesn't do what I do. He doesn't go on TikTok and sing or anything like that.
you are prolific on TikTok? Whenever I go on, I always see you on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's very addictive. Like people say, I can live without TikTok. You can't because you find yourself just scrolling on it till
there's
all hours in the morning.
yeah, there's a disorder for that now, isn't there? There's for people who are
what's it called?
addicted to social media.
TikTokisms.
No, people who are addicted to social media. I'll have a look. Okay,
They are addicted to it.
we were talking just now, off air, about Gail. Come on, explain this one.
Who?
Gail.
Oh yeah, Gail. Gail.
Gail.
Oh,
So
buckle up,
I
lads.
have.
Buckle up, listeners.
So I have an alter ego called Gail, and she's from Alabama. And I got this idea because I was a judge in a competition and had to do Gangnam Style. But I thought I'm going to dress up. Why not? And nobody knew I was going to dress. Nobody knew I was going to dress up. So I put a wig on, sunglasses on. I drew myself a beard. I stuck Lily's school shirt on and tried to fasten it over my melons. That didn't work well. I put a school tie on, and I had to cover a school tie badge because obviously I don't know what people know what school my daughter goes to. So I did Gangnam Style, and everybody loved it. And then they were like, "Oh my god, you need to do more characters because you are naturally funny. Like you are so funny." So I came up with a character called Gail, and she has her own pigtails, and she has buck teeth, and she's from Alabama. And she has a husband called Gary, who's locked in a basement because he was having
God,
an
you've
affair
really
with.
made this one out, haven't you?
I have.
Oh, she's gone to
She's got
town.
her own. She's got her own TikTok.
Has she?
Yeah, she's got her own TikTok. She wears nipple clamps.
Nipple
Oh
clamps.
yeah.
Yeah,
Nipple
she wears
clamps,
nipple
yeah.
clamps.
Every day.
Yeah,
Every day.
every day.
Have you got nipple clamps, Kayla?
I have a picture of Gail. Nobody able to see it, but I'll show you, brothers. Hang on.
Yeah. Is it like burlesque or something?
I'll show you, Gail.
Go on then.
Let me see. Hang on, where is she? So this is Gail. Oh,
okay, for the sake of the audience, he's going to show us a picture.
That's Gail.
Oh, can you zoom? Can you zoom? Oh my days! Oh, I see. That's
Right, guys.
That's like trailer
Guys,
park.
Yeah, what we're witnessing here
That's
is
funny, that is. Try and
auburn hair.
describe it.
Right,
Kelly.
it's auburn hair with a ponytail at the top of her head,
Big red
glasses,
lips,
massive lips, massive lips, in fact, and two buck front teeth, and huge melons, huge, with nipple clamps hanging on the outside.
That's actually really
But
funny.
the clamps are a little bit. You can't see the clamps at the minute, Bradders, because obviously the photograph.
Well, she's got other clamps.
No, the nipple clamps are actually hanging low because
Yeah, I can see them. I can see them. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh
there
my
she is.
God.
That's a better version of yourself, Kayla.
Oh no!
Well, she has a husband. She has a husband called Gary, who's locked in the basement because they had an affair with Mary, the neighbour.
Oh, the neighbour. I didn't know it was the neighbour.
Yeah, she locks him in the basement, and she tells him that the plumbers are coming around when it's really men that come round.
Oh, I see. She's cheating on him.
Well, he cheated on her, so she's getting her own back. Yeah, if he can have fun, she can have fun.
Can you give us Gail's accent?
She goes, hi honeys, it's me. Oh God, no, I can't do it.
No, that's a Liverpudlian accent. Hang on.
I went a bit scouse.
You did go very scouse there, Kayla.
She's like, hi honey, it's me, Gail from Alabama.
How long have you been doing this for?
Where's your husband?
He's in the attic. He's in the basement.
No, I didn't want you to say it like that.
Why? What?
Come on. I wanted you to say it as Gail.
He's in the basement, honey.
And what's he doing down there?
He has bread and water every night before bed. That's all he's getting. Bread and water.
Is he chained up?
Yeah, he's trained up.
Oh. Well, listen, if she's got tassels like that permanently hanging off the end of her hoo-hoos on daily basis.
So did you say
she's got bigger chains to keep Gary down?
Did you say the visitor that comes around, his name is Ben, is it?
We've had a few.
That's what my next question was going to be. Is it just Ben?
Ben Dovered, didn't he?
We actually have
the other one. Was it Neil? Neil Down?
Bend over, Neil Down. Who else was
Oh my God, I'm sorry, guys.
She was a woman. She's bit into women. She was a bit into women, so she has Ivana Humpalot as well. She's
Ivana Humpalot.
Yeah, Ivana Humpalot.
Is it a bit of a play on Ivana Humpalot? You know, like the first lady.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Alexander. She just had Alexander. Someone called Alexander.
Oh my God!
That's such a great idea, Kayla. That is really. In all honesty,
do you know what?
That's so much fun.
Do you know what?
It is a lot of fun.
It is so much fun. Oh, she's doing a speed dating night on the weekend.
Oh, is she? Is she?
She is. She's getting all the singles in.
She's getting all the Pringles in.
Yeah,
maybe
she's hosting it. Yeah, she's hosting
maybe I should go if you're getting Pringles in, for God's sake. My love of a Pringle.
Oh yeah.
Hey guys, I've just been on holiday. But before I get on holiday, Kayla, as it's all about your showcasing you and your songs, what's the first song that you want to sing for us tonight?
The first song is Dreams by Fleetwood Mac, because I sang this on Rock the Mic and everybody loved it, and I think it was one of my favourite songs that I sang. Yeah.
Can I just ask though, which green dress was it again? Was it the one where they fell out nearly, or the one where your titties were hidden? Can you remember?
The first dress it was.
Okay. Yeah. The nice dress with the
one that Bradders didn't even rip.
Yeah, that was the dress that Bradders didn't even know she had a chest.
Hey, look, I'm too innocent for you lot. Okay, let's go and play this.
Right, here we go, guys. Drink.
Now here you go again, you say you want your freedom. Well, who am I to keep you down? It's only right that you should play the way you feel it, and listen carefully to the sound of your loneliness. Like a heartbeat drives you mad in the stillness of remembering what you had and what you lost and what you had and what you lost. Oh, thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. Say women, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you'll know. You'll know. Now here I go again, you see the crystal vision. I keep my visions to myself. It's only me who wants to wrap around your dreams. And have you any dreams you'd like to sell? Dreams of loneliness, like a heartbeat drives you mad in the stillness of remembering what you had and what you lost and what you had, oh, what you lost. Oh, thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. Say women, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you know. You know. You will know. Oh, you know.
That was Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. Kayla, that was just as good as it was at Rock the Mic. You sang that beautifully.
I
Yeah.
have been singing all the Fleetwood Mac songs that I need to record and put on my profile. I sing one called
It's a very 80s, 90s band, isn't it?
It is. They do some really good songs though.
They do. Very
Very good.
To agree.
Yeah.
Brothers,
I'll
have
explain
you
it.
found out? Have you found out what that condition is?
Yeah, I have. Yeah. I just want to go back to what you said about Rock the Mic. Yes. Obviously Rock the Mic was a busy night for everybody, and
Very busy.
and Kayla performed on stage and that sort of thing. And I did not realize until a couple of months later, she sent me a photo for something. I can't remember what it was about. And all I could see was a bit of her face and a massive chest. And I thought, where the hell did that come from?
But it was Brad. She's always had it.
Yeah, I should pay better attention
I had to tell a few men that night that my eyes are up here, not
I'm not
down.
Yeah, that your
surprised.
eyes were about 4 inches higher. Exactly.
Yeah,
Especially if you're on display and that sort of thing. The I'm guessing, yeah, I'd probably be the same to be honest. And that's not pervy anyway; it's just a compliment. The so
yeah,
just before I mention this, right, and this is actually so true in some respects. We were talking about social media and the people's addiction to it. So I used to people watch a lot. Like when I'm out and about, sitting down in bars or cafes or whatever.
I can concur with this, guys. I've been out with brothers, and he does. He's terrible at people
yeah,
watching.
Yeah, I like talking to people. I mean, I was out the other night and I met up with some South Africans. And do you know
oh,
what? Can you believe this, right? So
Did Did
I
you
was
know them before they went out?
never met them before ever. I went to
Okay.
a country music show and in Guildford, and really busy venue though. And the singers were really good. To be fair, two singers. They were doing different acts, and yeah. So I was at the bar. I'm waiting to get served a drink, and I just thought, like I normally do, just go and talk to him. Because
yeah,
sat next to me, say how you getting on and that sort of thing. And he had an accent, and we got chatting and that sort of thing. And I said, why don't you come and join us? Because I was with Mrs. Knight. And I said, why don't you come and join us for drinks? Because he was with his missus. And he come and joined us for drinks, yeah. Him and his partner. And do you know what? Which I found absolutely astonishing. He said, do you know, we've been in the UK for 4 years. No one's ever come up and talked to us in 4 years.
wow,
Can you believe that?
Wow.
amazing.
Can I just say though? Can I just say? I actually do believe that the further north you go in the country, the friendlier the people are. I mean, as you guys may or may not know, I was originally from Plymouth. Bradders and I grew up about, about 12 miles from each other, not realizing
Probably
all
not
them
even
years
that.
ago.
Yeah, probably not even that. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Crazy.
yeah, as kids, you make friends. As adults, it was a lot more difficult. And my dad was in the forces and was away a lot. My mum was on her own. And then when my brother and I both went to private school because with dad being in the forces, my mum was on her own a lot. And she found it quite a lonely existence because no one really spoke. But since she came north, and further north we moved, yeah, she can honestly say that she'd never felt lonely after that because there was always people popping in, seeing if she's okay, did they want anything,
That's amazing.
neighbours checking in. And my experience is down south they keep themselves very much to themselves. Up north, they're a bit more, oh, who are you?
You know what
Yeah,
I think though, right? Sorry, Kayla. Is
it's all
that
right.
is that I think now there's a divide in communities based on race and culture
And
massively.
I hate that. I really, really, really hate that purely because I take people of their own ilk. I don't, there is no discrimination of the color of the skin, the accents,
Oh, same.
nothing. It doesn't even matter what they're wearing. You know, I will say hello and good morning to a lot of people as I'm passing by. If I look up and
Same.
I'll see someone catching, like trying to, like you catch someone's eye as you're walking, I'll go, oh, good morning. Or like today,
Yeah.
I had a drama in the hospital. But as I walked up the corridor to go and get a coffee to try and bring my blood pressure back down, yeah, I must have been about 4 people I spoke to on the way up there to the
Blimey.
coffee.
What about you, Kayla? How do you find things your end?
But my end,
Yeah.
it's not really much to do. My end, I don't really go out anymore.
But do you find people friendly? Do
Um,
you,
I do, yeah, I do. But there's quite a few friendly people. I live in a very small town though, so
does
um,
everyone know everyone?
yeah, everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
You questionable people that
you really don't want to know about and you don't want them knowing about you. Yeah.
Well, they steal your garden gnomes. Yeah, it's a funny little story about garden gnomes.
They
Yeah.
steal your garden gnomes. I've got a story about gnomes. Yeah.
Let me tell you mine first.
Sunshine take the bloody backside. That's what they do. Yeah.
So I had a friend of mine, and he was only young, like early 30s, and he had a fascination with garden gnomes. And so me, and he used to be on his front lawn, and me and my friends went on a campaign to mess around with his garden gnomes and move them about, make them disappear, put ransom notes through his letterbox for the return of his gnomes and all this sort of stuff. It was hilarious. We did it for about 5 months, believe it or not. It was so funny. Like repainted some of them as well. All sorts of different things.
Oh my God.
We literally terrorized the guy.
My story of the garden gnome saga was mum and dad had in their front garden they had like a drainage cover. So they covered it and they put like a mushroom, okay, with a frog on the top, yeah, and a little gnome sat next to the frog. I comment. The gnome, I mean, the whole thing went missing for 2 years. The whole thing went missing for 2 years, and Mum used to get postcards from the gnome and the frog of like different places where they might have been or not have been. You know what I mean? Some were put through a letterbox and some were sent from on holiday. So we don't know to this day who took the gnome. Okay. However, it was found placed in a bush. So it was going to have to be found. And it had a note attached to it saying, "Thank God I've been found. I've had a hellish time traveling the world. But can I just sit back in the garden, please?" And my mum and dad loved it, to be honest. They were like, "Oh, look, the gnomes in Ibiza." Like,
oh my God.
The gnomes in Ibiza. Look, he's like this thing. I was like, oh my God, we never knew. I think the gnome went to Ibiza. It went to is it Ayia in Cyprus?
Ayia in Cyprus, yeah.
It went to Malia in Greece.
Crazy.
Yeah, it went out on there was a picture Mum and Dad got posted, and it was the whole sort of like the top of the mushroom, the gnome and the frog sat with a jug and 2 straws.
Fantastic.
Honestly,
so cool.
We seriously, 2 years it was missing, and 2 years they even got pictures of Christmas trees and stuff, and we haven't got a clue who the hell took this gnome. So anyway, hasten to add, when the gnome and the mushroom came back, it went into the back garden. Mum went, she said that bloody gnome's had more fun than me in the last 10 years, what it's had into.
That's crazy.
Talking about pranks though as well. I'll go back to the social media thing in a minute. We'll do that after Kayla's next song actually. There's another prank that I did, and it it started off with good intentions. And it got really, really serious. And again, it's a friend of mine, and he was single and a bit down in the dumps. So we started sending him letters. I say we, I did. It was me, it wasn't we. So
to perk him up.
Yeah, basically it sent him love letters from this.
Please don't tell me this was the same guy that you got me to text.
No, somebody else that is.
Okay. Else. Thank God.
I can't remember
that one. The things Brad got me to do, right? He gave me the name of the person and the number, mentioned a few names, said I'd seen him in the pub. Bearing in mind, I'm like 200 and odd miles north. Said I'd seen him in the pub on a Friday night. Bearing in mind, this guy's in there every night. And I saw him talking to this person. And then I had to make out, he said, "Oh, send me a picture." I was like, scrolling the net, finding some random woman. And with big boob, it might be in your, no, it wasn't you, Kayla, honestly. Big boobs, blonde hair in a bob sent. Thank you very much. Well, then he liked what he saw, didn't he? And I was like, Brad, I will never forgive you for this. This is going on and on and on. And then he wanted me to go in and meet him, and I had to make excuses. And then I said,
Forgot all about
Brad,
that one,
tell him I'm talking to you as well. And just say, oh, this girl's messaging me just to get me out of it.
I forgot about that, actually. That went on for quite a bit of time as well, didn't it?
It did, yes. He was wanting to see more pictures, and I was like, sending them the inside of a cupboard that I was cleaning and stuff. And I was like, what are you making me do? The funny thing is as well,
he was talking to me about the messages. and that's the same.
Honestly, Kayla, Brad has got me to do all sorts to this poor guy. It was all in jest, and he took it all very, very well because it was a good friend of Brad's. But Brad, that guy played a prank on you, hadn't he, Brad? So it was like your turn to prank him back.
Yeah.
And you said, this has got nothing to do with me.
Oh my God, that was so funny.
Honestly, this guy, he was going, come around my flat. I'll give you a good night. I was like, washing my hair, washing it. Look, this hair takes a lot to style.
That was funny.
And I only go out on a Friday.
Oh my God, that was crazy.
But the funny thing as well, right? The other going the love letters. Oh, we've got to go to your next break actually. But going back to love letters, yeah. So I'll be writing these love letters, and he'll be telling me about the love letters. This other guy, and obviously I know personal information about him, and he would say to me, "She knows all about me, what I'm doing."
I'd be like that. Why does this girl know so much?
Yeah, it's
so
hilarious.
Kayla, what is your second song you're going to sing for us tonight?
What was that, Kes? Sorry, my daughter's sent him off in the bathroom.
All right. What's your second song for tonight? What are you singing?
My second song is Hallelujah.
Massive song.
I loved it. I've not done that song in ages.
Yeah.
I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. You don't really care for music, do ya? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, and the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah. a chord and it's a broken hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Kayla, Hallelujah was stunning. Stunning, my girl.
I love Hallelujah. I've not sang it in ages.
Yeah, well, you need to start getting back into it because that was just beautiful.
How many songs do you have in your repertoire, Kayla, anyway?
I don't know, you know. What do you mean repertoire?
The amount of songs that you sing, is it? Do you have like a bucket list of say 12 songs or something like that? Or...
Oh, I sang loads of songs. Loads. Thousands.
You'll give anything a go, won't you?
The what?
You'll give anything a go.
Yeah. If I know it, I will.
Do
you go into those lives where they'll say like a roulette and they'll spin and it might be songs you shouldn't sing at a funeral?
Oh yeah, I've done that. I sang Ring of Fire.
Oh my God.
Or living in a box, living in a cardboard box.
There's
my word. Yeah, you've got an absolute definite talent though. But brothers, going on from social media, did you find out what it was?
Hey, I've just got a question. Does Gail sing?
Gail, no, but Patricia does.
Who's Patricia?
She's another alter ego.
Go on, give us a bit of Patricia. Go on.
Oh no, Patricia. Patricia's asleep.
Oh.
You'll have to find
out. Shy, Kayla.
Eh?
Not like you to be shy.
Patricia can't sing. Patricia is.
Go on, no. We need to hear it now.
Yeah.
Come on.
She sings Wind Beneath My Wings very poorly.
Oh, go on then, just a little bit.
We want to hear it. We want to hear it.
You are the wind beneath my wings.
Oh my God.
Oh, and I can. Okay. Let's try and do a trio between us all. Come on. What's it called? Say that again. It's Beneath My Wings.
The wind beneath my wings.
Okay, let's have a go. 1, 2, 3. The wind beneath my wings.
Beneath my wings.
There you go. We're going to get sold out tickets at Wembley for that.
I tell you.
Addiction to social media. Right? There's actually a diagnosis, as I thought there was. It's called PSMU, Papa Sierra Mike Uniform, social media addiction, or problematic social media use, is a compulsive need for social media that interferes with daily life, leading to negative effects on mental and physical health. Symptoms including anxiety when offline, decreased real-life social interaction, and using social media while driving. Now, I think, to be honest, we all know people like this.
Oh yeah.
When you go to, like, for example, like, I'm just going to use what I call the office, a pub, and you look at people, couples or families, all the kids generally are on iPads or whatever definition of iPad it is.
Yeah.
And the parents are on their phones.
Yeah.
And they'll be there eating their food at the table and that sort of stuff. No engagement whatsoever. And I don't. It's a sign of the times. You know, when I was talking about like I used to like people watching, I still do. I still do it anyway. I do actually put my phone down. I have to force myself to put the phone down. Sometimes
it's hard though.
Yeah, sometimes we go out. I'll be out and about, like at a pub or restaurant or cafe. When I'm by myself, I'll be on my phone. I'll put my headphones in and be on my phone instead of people watching, which I used to really enjoy. Just looking at people and trying to imagine what
But
their
all you're
conversations
doing
are.
is your people watching on a screen instead.
Yeah, but it's very
When you
addictive.
scroll through social media, like whether it be TikTok, WhatsApp, not WhatsApp, Facebook, Insta, X, which formerly used to be known as Twitter. If you go through all of those, you can lose a day.
Yeah, you can.
You
Your
can
time
lose.
goes no, like it goes so quick. Time goes so quick, and you're thinking, "Where's the time gone?" It's like you've been on your phone for hours, not really knowing about the time, and it takes over your life. It takes over people's lives. Like social media is so addictive. Like now it's got, TikTok. Oh, I sat on my phone then. TikTok, which is a massive, which is something else which is really addictive as well. I think TikTok's more addictive than anything else, I think.
Yeah, it's probably because that's your app of choice. I mean, one thing I noticed as well, like let's just say content creators call them that, is that they're now streaming on multiple platforms. So they're grabbing people from everywhere,
Mm-hmm.
To boost their accounts and
Oh,
that sort of thing.
YouTube. YouTube is another one that you can get lost in.
You can do lives on YouTube, can't you?
You wanna fix your washing machine, you go to YouTube.
Yeah. Oh, I need
It's
to.
crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Do you know what? Like,
You want
do
to
you know what?
diagnose yourself, you go to TikTok.
Do you know what? I want to talk. I want to talk on this because it is to do with social media. Cyberbullying on social media. People think trolls. People think because they have no profile picture, no name, they think that they can get away with cyberbullying when really you only have to go by your IP address to find out who you are. It's like although the internet and social media is addictive, there's also a really dark side to social media, and that is
There's a huge dark
cyberbullying.
side to it. And I wouldn't know how on earth to get into it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't
Yeah,
know how to get into the dark side. I literally am stay on the pavement girl. Yeah?
yeah.
Because if you start deep diving, you
So
get
no,
taken to places.
I've seen your wheelchair driving.
Yeah, well, I
And
still stay on the pavement. Well, actually, okay, brothers, I know where you're going with this. This is the one I fell off the pavement in London last year. Yes, because got that excited. I'd seen a restaurant that we'd been looking for, and I was like, "It's over there." And as I did, I knocked my joystick and my chair tumbled over the edge on the curb.
I
To say
I
I
watched
peaked myself was an understatement.
I watched a Netflix documentary film the other morning in bed.
See,
I got
social
my
media.
coffee. I got my coffee and I watched this because I seen it on TikTok. Everybody was reacting to it, and I'm like, I need to watch this.
Well, what was it?
And I was gobsmacked.
What was it?
It was called Unknown Number on
Oh,
Netflix,
I've
right?
heard this about this, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm watching it, and there's a girl who's 13 and a boyfriend who's also 13, and they were both getting cyberbullied online. And there were things like going unalive yourself, your boyfriend doesn't want you, he wants me. A lot of disgusting messages being like, your boyfriend wants to F
From
me, not you, and all this.
unknown numbers, Kayla. Unknown numbers.
Unknown number, yeah. And for over 80,000 messages were sent to this girl.
What?
And she was calling her anorexic and fat and everything like that. And they thought it was like someone from the school that she was getting cyberbullied by. Turns out it's her mother.
Her mum.
Her mother, yeah. is her mother. For a
That's
year and a half,
unbelievable, isn't it?
yeah, a year and a half, the mother was bullying her daughter, like telling her to unalive herself and everything. I was like, oh, my blood was boiling. My blood was boiling. How can somebody? She went to jail for it.
You can actually go to you can actually go for jail for that now as well.
Yeah,
In the
she
UK.
went.
Yeah.
Not only that, it's because she was talking sexually to a 14-year-old boy as well. It's wild.
It is. I read
That is wild behaviour.
I read a story during the week. I think maybe over the weekend where this blows my mind, but I can believe it. The where a mum fancied her own son and
Yeah,
was jealous of
it happens.
her son dating other girls, and so her mum, in all fairness, was actually, on the face, obviously clearly a nut job, but it's quite attractive, and she would dress like the younger girls to try and get her son's attention, and say, why do you need girls when you got me? I mean, how messed up is that?
That's crazy. There's a family in Australia
That's
who have
seriously
kids.
messed.
Yeah, there's a family in Australia who have kids, husband and wife. They're actually mother and daughter. They actually mother and son, I mean, and they actually fell in love like with each other, even though they knew that they were biologically related, like not stepmom, like actual mum, biological mum.
But
They had children.
you shouldn't have children that you're biologically
Yeah, I
related
know
to.
they did though, and people saying that they weren't allowed to be together and they had to hide it from. But I'm like, what goes through somebody's mind to want to have, you know, relations with your
A
actual family
sexual
members?
relationship with your own sibling is disgusting.
Well, they even think
With
as well.
with your own child. That's
in,
disgusting.
in terms of genetic orders as well, with births and stuff like that, if cousins and aunties and uncles have sex with one another, apparently it causes birth defects because of the
It
genetic
does.
bloodline.
It does because
Yeah, it does.
there's a guy I watch online on YouTube and he does documentaries. If anyone wants to check it out, he's called Soft White Underbelly and he's on YouTube and he does interviews with people who have been trafficked. He does interviews with pimps, escorts, everything. People who are on methamphetamine, that kind of stuff. And he did a interview with the Whitakers. Now, the Whitakers are an
Oh
incest
yeah,
family in
wow.
America.
What a
Yeah,
strange family. I mean,
they have birth
Terry,
defects. Bad.
these people are not normal whatsoever.
No,
Some of them don't even talk, as in they
no,
just
they make
like murmur.
noises.
Yeah.
Well, if they murmur and stuff, it'll probably be because they're inbred.
They are very, very, very much inbred. If you think of the film like Wrong Turn and Texas Chainsaw, that is real life. And they live in America and nobody's allowed to go near their property because you will get shot.
Mm.
Yeah, they're very protective of their property. They're called the Whitakers. They are very
Yeah, I've seen
strange.
it. I've seen it. Yeah, very,
Yeah,
very.
Wow.
It's
Never heard
fascinating
of
in some
them.
respects, but also scary.
it is. It is, and that just shows like I mean, it's a shame because they didn't choose to be born from a brother and a sister relationship. Do you know what I mean? It's a shame, but they are
Yeah.
definitely incest
I know
children.
you'd be interested in that sort of thing, Kerry. Look it up. You should look it up.
Yeah, I will do. I will
Yeah,
do.
it's
Because
very
I do.
interesting.
Yeah.
It's
Blimey.
it's not something to like, shame on or anything like that, but it's interesting to see what can go wrong. And
Yeah,
I don't know
But do you
even
know
know how they
what?
even
Do you know
exist.
what's disturbed me at the moment? Okay, I've come back from holiday, and I've learned of a mum and dad they've been arrested for killing their 2-year-old child, and also an 8-year-old child in a different town near where I live has been found under suspicious circumstances, and the 40-year-old mother who she lived with has been arrested. I mean, why? Why? If you didn't want the child, you know, or was that child just a, just a
It's so
ice
sad.
ticket?
It's so sad because, like, it's just evil. People are so evil in this world, and you're meant to have a child to love, but some children don't experience, and that's the sad things. A lot of it happens in America. You see a lot of it in America. I watched, and I know we can talk about this because it's late at night, but I watched a woman. She's in prison now in America, and her son was in hospital, and she took him because there's a camera in the hospital room, and she took her son off camera for a couple of minutes and then brought him back on camera and tucked him in the hospital bed, and he had like a cardiac arrest and passed away. Turns out he had a feeding tube. Turns out she poisoned her son with salt.
Mm.
Wow.
Poisoned her
Wow.
Only in America. Do you want to introduce, on that note, do you want to introduce your next song, Kayla?
Yes, my next song is we're gonna have Betty Davis Eyes by Kim Carnes.
Her hair is hollow gold, her lips sweet surprise. Her hands are never cold. She got Betty Davis eyes. She'll turn the music on you. You won't have to think twice. She's pure as New York snow. She got Betty Davis eyes. And she'll tease you, she'll unease you, all the better just to please you. She's precocious and she knows just what it takes to make the problem. Greta Garbo stand offside. She's got Betty Davis eyes. She'll let you take her home. Where's her appetite? She'll lay you on her throne. She got Betty Davis eyes. She'll take a tumble on you, roll you like you were dice until you come out blue. She got Betty Davis eyes. She'll expose you when she snows you on your feet with every crumb she throws you. She's ferocious and she knows just what it takes to make a problem. All the boys think she's a spy. She's got Betty Davis eyes. got Betty Davis eyes. She'll expose you when she knows you. She knows you. You got Betty Davis eyes.
Keep it locked right here.
Dreamcatcher Radio.
That was Betty Davis Eyes, sung by Kayla. What's your version of Betty Davis Eyes? It was beautiful, Kayla.
Thank
Do you know what? You could sing the phone book for me, girl. You are amazing. But
Is
listen, guys,
No, I don't think it is. You remember the yellow pages?
No, it is, but it's very, very, very tiny. It's very skinny because people don't have landlines anymore.
There's no girth to it.
There was the yellow pages,
there's
and
no
what other
girth
book
to it
was
anymore.
there?
You
Was it
could
the
not
phone
no
book?
longer. You could no longer stand on the phone book or the yellow pages and kiss your boy you like.
Oh my God, do you remember that?
Do you remember that advert when they used the yellow pages?
Advert.
She stood on it and she kissed the boy she liked under the mistletoe.
Yeah.
You can no longer do that unless he's only 2 inches taller than you, because it has no substance anymore. Does the phone book? Anyway, I need to tell you about my. Oh, I've been to the hospital today, right? And I haven't been for an MRI scan. Had plenty because of the condition I've got. Not a problem. She says, when I now have, with my condition, I have a pacemaker to keep my heart going. And I also have a stimulator in my back for my leg because I have nerve damage in my leg.
Yeah.
So, rock up to the hospital, see the radiologists, well, 2 of them, and they're like, right, okay, we're going to deal with one thing at a time. So I had a cardiologist putting my pacemaker in safe mode. I was putting my stimulator in MRI mode, and I thought, right, I'm good to go now. So then she put a cannula in, and she missed 4 times.
Oh, God.
So she finally got one in, and we were whooping for joy. But they use a new type of cannula now that when they put it in and they pull out the needle part, there's like a valve. It doesn't let the blood flow out. It just lets things flow in. Yeah. Anyway, this was an old valve, and I forgot to tell her that I was on warfarin. So my blood is like absolute water. And it just pees out. Right. Okay. So straight away, the changing room looked like a massacre scene. My blood was like everywhere because it had just squirted out of this cannula. We managed to stop it, put a cap on the end, and then I thought, right, it's good to go. Just seal it down. We're good. No problem. Got into the machine. Oh, my God. I was like sausage meat ready to be encased in the pastry, right? Laid on this bed, head trapped so I couldn't move my head. I had a cannula in my right arm. I had a blood pressure cuff in my left arm. I had a finger probe on my right. I had a big bulbous thing to stop the whole thing going in my left hand, right?
Oh, God.
I was linked up to the machine to have the contrast. And then she said, right, hold your breath. Just putting the contrast in. So there I am, holding my breath. And then suddenly I'm thinking, why does my knickers feel wet? Why does my side feel wet?
Because it makes you feel like you're weeing yourself.
Why is my whole sort of like arm getting wet now? It's going downwards, not upwards. And I pressed the bulb thing and I went, that didn't go in my arm. I said, I don't know where it's gone, but it's all over me and I don't know how the hell it's got out. And she went, no, it'll be okay. And she looked and she was like, oh my God. She took me out of the tunnel and the tunnel was red inside. I had completely the power of the contrast into the cannula, into it bent the cannula, so there was nothing going into the cannula at all, and it was just like squirting, and then the end popped off, and then there was just blood everywhere. I was like, oh my God. So if I wasn't like feeling under pressure before I went in, by now I turned around and looked in the tunnel. I thought, oh my God, that is just like a massacre. It looked like someone had pricked the sausage meat in the sausage casing and it just exploded.
So
you know what? Hospitals are a funny one because I got this is going back when I was about 19, and I went into hospital because I was really poorly with my Crohn's, and I was very, very anemic, and I needed blood transfusions. So I was very poorly. So they gave me blood transfusions. Now I'd never had a blood transfusion before, so I didn't know what to expect. So like all my arm was like really achy, and it was like I was having pains in my arm because the blood is so cold going into your body.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought I was having a heart attack. I'm there panicking, thinking, oh my God, I'm having an heart attack. I'm having an heart attack. So these nurses come in and just putting ECGs on me and everything, panicking over bloody nothing. It was just because the blood was cold.
The blood was so
my
cold.
arm. Yeah, I thought I was having a bloody heart attack. There was an old woman who was, there was no, bloody hell. I'm surprised she's still alive.
I wouldn't, if anyone's ever had a CT scan or an MRI scan before, and they say that, oh, we have it with contrast, and they'll tell you when it's going in, and then suddenly you feel very warm in your pants area, and you think, have I just peed my pants?
It happens.
I feel like I've
all
wet
the time.
myself. Right. So I was told today categorically, this contrast does not do this. So when my knickers suddenly started getting wet, I was like, she told me that this doesn't happen. Have I peed myself? You know, I started to doubt myself.
Yeah.
Well, all I can say to you is I was so pleased it was a hospital gown, because I don't know how much blood I must have lost today in that tunnel. But anyway, one half an hour scan lasted nearly 2 hours 40 minutes. I was like, Jesus.
I had an MR scan, which is different to an MRI. I had an MR scan with the contrast eye. But it made
What's an MR? What's an MR scan?
It's I don't know what the difference is, but
because it sounds like magnetic resource, which is what an MRI scan is.
Yeah, it might be. They gave me the contrast eye, but they gave me something else that made my vision like really blurry.
Oh, yeah. I had a vision today, right, of my stimulator sticking to the side and getting pulled round, and there's me inside this tunnel going round like a bloody washing machine. I swear to God. I was like,
it's so uncomfortable though as well when you lie there and you can't move.
You see the guy in America, right? Again, it's an American story. The his wife was doing an MRI scan, and she was screaming, right? And he broke into the room. He had a massive metal chain on him, and the magnetic force pulled him into the machine, and he died.
Oh my God!
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, I'm going to look at that now.
Wow. Well, I did have a vision though of, I had to take my underwear off, any jewelry, anything metal, and obviously because the stimulator in my back is metal, I was like, she said, oh, you might feel a bit of tugging where the battery is. I was like, a bit. No, don't tell me that now. Thanks very much. But no, it's just my arm today. I was just like the blood massacre of the hospital. So bless them. I felt really sorry for the staff though, because To me, the issues that I had made me complex, and they'd been putting me off since June, and realised that they needed to get me done ASAP. So they brought me in today, and I was just like, yeah, it's fine. And this guy went, and in the end, right, this guy had to put the cannula in the back of my hand, and I put up with it because it's like it was a necessity. But if they'd said to me it was going in your foot, I would have said naff off. Absolutely. Yeah. If you ever have injections in your feet, you'll know about it.
Oh, I had because I have colonoscopies, and they always say to me, "Do you want sedation?" And I'm like, "Yes."
Oh,
Like, you
yeah.
think I'm going through that without sedation? Absolutely. You got another thing coming. So
You've had that, haven't you, brothers? Have you had the colonoscopy?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. I had all sorts of
the
stuff.
Colonoscopy is not bad. It's not bad. The worst thing is a prep. You have to drink. Oh.
Hang on a minute, Kayla. Hang on a minute, Kayla. The colonoscopy part isn't bad. Brad,
honestly,
what was the hang on, Kayla. What was the colonoscopy part like for you, brothers?
Oh, it was so uncomfortable.
Right, that then shows me. Hang on. I'm just saying, guys, but that shows me, right, Kayla. You obviously don't mind, any holes a goal. Brothers, you're a novice.
Yeah, do you know? I remember once. Yeah, I found that story about the MRI thing. I remember once I was dating this girl, and she said to me, do you- "I don't mind talking about it because it was funny." And she said to me, she said, "Have you ever had something up your bum?" And I said, "Well, apart from a tablet, once."
The suppository.
Yeah. I said no. She said, I find it really like sexual to play with toys up your bum. I think actually, funny enough, you guys sent me a sex toy, didn't you?
I did. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was someone else in the group.
Yeah.
Because you've gone on and on and on about butt plugs for so long.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, sent me a butt plug. Yeah.
Yeah, because you used to say, "Oh yeah, I've got a butt plug. I got," but when we asked you to prove it, you were like, "Oh, I don't know where it is. Yeah, I don't know where it is." And we were like, "Right." So
did you get
one of the girls did actually say Brad. Yeah, but the fact is, right, guys, he wasn't in to take the parcel.
Oh my God.
And it was left outside his door, right? So people walking past his flat would have seen that there was a butt plug like sent to
Oh my God. No, but speaking of butts, oh my God, I was mortified. Now I was only like 17, and this was before I was diagnosed. This was before I was diagnosed with Crohn's, and I go to the hospital with awful cramps, and I mean I was in agony. And they put it down to IBS at first, and I asked them if I could have some pain relief. And
thinking paracetamol or something?
Yeah, I asked for just normal pain relief because I said my stomach's really sore. Can you bring me some pain relief? So this the joking, she brings me this tablet, right? And I'm looking at this tablet and I'm like,
how can I swallow that?
I'm doing a lot of the tablet and I'm going, oh my God, I'm going to choke on that. I can't swallow that. That's going to heart tranquilizer. So I said to the nurse, I said, excuse me. I said, I have a bit of an issue swallowing tablets. That I can't swallow that shit to me. Oh no, I didn't. I forgot to tell you, love. It goes up your bum. And I'm like, you expected me to put that up my bum myself? I was mortified.
My experience, yeah. Right. So she was adamant that she wanted to shove something up my ass, right? And I said, it ain't happening. He said, it'll be really, really, you'll enjoy it. right? And I said, I said, no, I said I won't enjoy it. And then I can't tell you what she did next. It was really funny. She started using her tongue, and I thought, oh geez, that feels disgusting. I'm not even prudish either. I'm not even prudish.
I thought you were going to say she maybe stuck a finger up your bum, but not a tongue.
I think she may have tried, actually. I'm not too sure. I can't remember.
She basically rimmed you. She gave you a rim
exactly, yeah. I got abused. I didn't even know it. Okay, I quickly found that story about that guy about the MRI scan, yeah? Change the subject quickly, Brad. I'll just tell this story, then we go to a song. So this was reported on the 20th of July, 2025. A 61-year-old man has died after he was sucked into a magnetic resonance imaging MRI machine at a medical center whilst he was wearing a heavy metal necklace. The man entered the room in Westbury, New York, Long Island, without permission, as the MRI machine was running. The police said. His wife told local media she called for him into the MRI room, after a scan, and his chain necklace caused him to be hurled towards the machine when he walked in. Imagine that. So he's been thrown across the room. That's how powerful these machines are.
Yeah, they're very powerful.
Yeah.
Officials say the incident resulted in a medical episode, and the man was later pronounced dead. So yeah, he walked into the room and it flung him into the machine. There's a video online about it as well. That's how I found
I seriously thought though today, I thought, right, I've got metal inside. I thought, is it gonna like drag me around like a washing machine? But thankfully, no. I just had the massacre, like the blood massacre. Oh my God. And I've got bruises now that I shouldn't really have, but hey, just add it to the other.
You bruise easy anyway, don't you?
I do, because I'm on warfarin, because I've got a metallic heart valve, and I've got got metallic heart valve in my heart, and I've also got a plastic sort of like aortic sleeve. Although that's not metal, but your body can still try and reject it because it's not.
Yeah.
It's not tissue. It's plastic. Yeah. So they keep the blood as thin as they can. But I
hate hospital procedures.
Why?
Have you ever dressed up as a nurse, Kayla?
Yeah, I
have. Which alter ego was that one, Kayla? Was it Nurse Kayla?
That was just me, yeah.
Oh, was it?
Did you do any procedures on anybody?
No, I didn't, unfortunately.
You just dressed up for the fun of it, or was it a little bit of cam work?
What are you saying there?
It was camera work, wasn't it, Kayla?
A girl never tells, you know what I
mean? Yeah.
Brothers might get a little bit flustered.
No, believe you me, brothers does not get flustered. I'm his friend, and I've tried for years to embarrass him, and I just can't do it. No.
There was one incident I had at hospital, and I refuse examinations because I felt like I'd been absolutely, what's that word?
Violated.
Violated, yeah. So I'd gone into hospital. They kept me in overnight, and I finally fell asleep about 3:30 in the morning. And at 5 o'clock, this doctor comes in the room and is like, "It's Michaela, mate." I said, "Yeah." He said, "We just need to give you an examination." I was half asleep. Up the back end. Oh my God!
I've been in hospital in the cardiology. Okay. In the cardiology unit. Hang on a minute, brothers. No, no,
Be
just
quick,
very, very
be
quick.
quick.
I've been in the cardiology unit before, waiting for my open heart surgery. Just settling down for the night, got nice and snuggly. The next thing, I've got the woman from the bed next to me coming in behind me for to try and spoon me. And I'm like, I was like, Doris, Doris, what are you doing? I just need a hug. I'm like, Doris, you're coming in the wrong bed. You don't want to be coming in this bed. So I'm pressing the button for the nurses going, right, she's in my bed.
On that note, Kayla or Kerry, can you introduce the next song, please?
Okay,
Kayla.
so my next song is going to be Wildflower by Billie Eilish.
Oh,
Let's give that a play.
Things fall apart, time breaks your heart. I wasn't there, but I know she was your girl. You showed her the world. You fell out of love and both let go. She was crying on my shoulder. All I could do was hold her. It only made us closer until July. And I know that you love me. You don't need to remind me. I put it all behind me. I see her in the back of my mind all the time, like a fever, like I'm burning alive, like a sign. Did I cross the line? Good things don't last, and life moves so fast. I never asked who was better. She couldn't be more different than me, happy and free in leather. And I know that you love me. You don't need to remind me. I put it all behind me. I see her in the back of my mind all the time, like a fever, like I'm burning alive, like a sign. Did I cross the line? And I wonder, do you see her in the back of my mind, in my eyes?
and that was Wildflower by Billie Eilish. You have such an eclectic sort of like tone of like different artists and stuff, Kayla. It's amazing. You're absolutely amazing. You know, there's no more is it superlatives to describe how good you are. So that was a big word for me, wasn't it, brothers?
That was pretty special.
Super,
It was. You know what? I
super.
was feeling the moist in the air there, Kerry.
Oh, I can't believe you just said the M word. Oh my God.
So we were still talking about.
I'm just making a piece of fruit loaf. Does anybody like fruit loaf? Warm
Oh, can I tell you something? Can I tell you something? I've just been on holiday, guys, right? And I've been away with a dear friend I've known 20 years, and her husband and her husband's cousin. And I swear to God, right? They bought some fruit loaf, and I said, "Oh." And a story came about that if the fruit loaf suddenly disappears, it's because they've had a bit of like, how was your father? A bit of sex, right?
Oh,
And I started to think, hang on a minute. We're in like a bungalow that's just as bad as a caravan because the walls were like paper. Yeah. We turned up and I sort of like, there was like a ramp outside the bungalow, outside on the little veranda thing. There was a ramp to get down like to the grassy area. And my dog, Ted, he'd gone down there, done his business. So I'd followed him down, picked it up, came back up, and I held onto the wall to to help me back up. Oh, the wall only wouldn't collapse. As you can imagine, if the wall collapses outside on the bungalow, then you can imagine what the walls are like inside. Anyhow, I was on a fruit loaf watch all week, right? And I was like, "Oh, if that fruit loaf goes, I'm just gonna die. I'm just gonna die of embarrassment. The fact that my friend and her husband have been at it in this bungalow with paper walls, and probably would have woke me up anyway. And the dogs would have woke me up because Ted would have heard them wailing or whatever. Anyhow, that it went back to the northeast with them.
I do love a good bit of fruit loaf, though. I do.
Well, yeah. But anyhow, Tina, Glorious Hall, we've had her on as a guest. She's like one of my really good friends, yeah. And we went to the island of Anglesey. That's where we were on holiday. Stayed in Triada Bay. And the holiday, like the weather was really nice to start with. And she came over on the first night we arrived on Saturday night, and she brought this little bag with her. And I was like, what's this bag you've got? And she said, oh, it's just a little gift. So inside this bag, right, was Welsh tea, Panadair, and tea bags, Welsh butter, Welsh milk.
What's the Welsh butter called?
I can't remember. It was nice or whatever it was. Welsh butter, Welsh milk, Welsh cakes, Barabri, which is like a fruit loaf, but it's made like with tea and stuff. It's really nice. Nice and squidgy, Brad. Before you mention the word, no, I'm not mentioning the M word, but it was very, very like wet, should we say. Nice. Nice with a nice cup of tea. And there was Welsh chocolate, and there was Welsh crisps, and there was Welsh breakfast marmalade. I was like, wow. And then there was a box of fufu. Now, for all you guys who maybe don't realize, I have quite a following on TikTok, and I have quite a few friends from Nigeria, and they eat fufu. And that is, to us guys, it's a little bit like, it looks like mashed potato, okay? Looks like mashed potato. But it's made with plantain, and it's sort of like pounded down, and then it's sort of like fermented. And what they do, it's made over a period of time, but it's white, and then they use their fingers, their like first two fingers and their thumb. They pick up a small amount, roll it between their fingers, and they generally eat it with soup.
Yeah, a goosey soup.
A goosey soup, yeah, definitely a goosey soup. And they dip it in the soup, pop it in their mouth, and they swallow it. They don't chew it or anything like that. They just swallow.
Don't be getting any naughty ideas, you viewers. Okay.
So I was like, where the hell did you get fufu from? She went, Tesco's. I went, this is Nigerian food from Tesco's. So I had to have a laugh about it because we've got a big thing on when Brothers and I did lives. I used to sort of like speak to the Nigerians as they used to come on, as you know, Brad.
Mhm.
And I used to say to them, "How far?" which means, "How are you doing? How's your day?" And they would reply, "Oh, a day," and whatever. So I got taught some words. I taught the group the words as well. But then I got on to fufu. Now, up here where I live, they refer to the woman's area as fufu. Or your lady garden, or your hairy Mary, or your fanny, or whatever it is you want to call it, right? But fufu is something. If someone says fufu to me, it's a fanny, it's a vagina. Just gonna say the proper word, get it out there. So when I was speaking to the guys, I was like saying to them, "Okay, guys, how far? Yeah, and you did chop. You did chop means have you eaten? Chop is like eaten. Anything. If you chop, it's eaten. Okay." And they said, "Oh yeah," and I said, "Oh, you did chop fufu," and they go, "Oh yeah, fufu," and they're like really like mesmerized the fact that we know fufu. Then I say to them, "You they chop Nigerian fufu or you they chop English fufu?" And they're coming back and going, "English fufu? You have fufu in England?" And I'm like, "Well, we do, but it's not your type of fufu." And then when they find out, it's like, oh my God,
I, I remember when you did that to Caesar for the first time. He didn't latch on straight away,
He
and he
didn't,
and,
did he?
and literally you had to try and like give him like innuendos and references,
Do you
and
know what?
his face dropped like anything.
Do you know what though?
Now, Caesar, hang on, who's next, Kayla? Caesar is one of my really dearest friends from over in Nigeria, and he is actually my teacher of Pidgin English. But when I try and teach him English words compared to like Nigerian words, he's just like, "Oh my God." He said, "Why don't you just call it vagina?" I says, "Well, do you call your willy penis?" He went, "No." I said, "Well, why do we need to call our vaginas vaginas?" And I
Yeah.
said, "It's foo-foos or tuppence or whatever the girl wants to call it." And he was like, "But that's confusing for likes of me." I went, "Oh, foo-foo's not."
Yeah, people also use female names as well, don't they? That's my Tracy, or that's
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, Mary, Harry Mary and stuff like
Harry,
that. Yeah.
What
I
what what was you going to say, Kayla?
I love the music in Nigeria. I always mention this. I honestly love the music, the upbeat music. It is so good.
Burner Boy and all that. Burner Boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Davido, Iyanya, honestly,
Yeah.
they
Absolutely.
just
I'm with you on
oh,
that way, Taylor. Do you know what though? I
I
actually do
think for
like the
my next
African
song,
beat. I do like the
yeah,
African beat.
it is so good. I think for my next song, I'm going to choose one of the um Nigerian songs to put on next because it is so good. I just
So yes, I now have a
yeah,
box of fufu. And I promised I promised Tina I would make said fufu. Okay, follow the instructions, and I will make said fufu, and I will do a video about fufu. I'll be eating it. I said I would eat.
what would you
I
eat
said
it
I would
with?
try and eat the fufu, but I was going to eat it with, I don't know, some nice soup, vegetable soup or something.
Have it with the curry.
And no, Kayla, no, I can't. No, 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 no. If it's long as it's dipped in soup and I can swallow it because it's like slimy, I'll swallow it.
Yeah,
Because,
it have a lot of what is that?
Brad, don't
Okra,
even ask that
okra,
question. I can
okra,
see what's written across your face. Okra,
okra. Yeah, that's slimy.
yeah, they eat fufu or they eat like okra with like stuff like that.
Yeah.
They even eat. I said to Caesar, "What's that you're eating?" And he said, "Oh, I really enjoy it." And it was cow skin and cow ligaments from the leg. And he said, "Oh, they're a bit chewy, but they're all right. They've just got 0 calories." I was like,
oh,
no
I
protein.
said, no protein, no calories, no nothing. And the other part was like, the hoof, the
Oh,
he calls it it was the nail. It was eating the nail of
no way.
the hoof. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They eat everything. They eat everything.
Bit like the Chinese.
Yeah, but
yeah.
well, no, because he doesn't do dog or cat or anything.
They eat
Um,
goat. They eat goat, don't they, as
yeah,
well?
goat is a stable part, but they
Curried,
eat
is it
goat like
curried
we eat.
goat?
Yeah, they eat goat like we would eat sheep, like lambs.
Yeah, they do.
That's the difference. And they do eat cows, but he said like the cow skin. He said it's the whole cow is cooked on a open fire first to burn all the hair off.
Yeah.
And then once the hair's burnt off, they brush the hair off, and then they cut the skin off and they put it into water, and then they cook it. And then I'm like, well, okay.
That's great.
So, but it's all zero. It tastes it's the spices and everything they use is what gives the food their taste.
Yeah, they use dry fish as well. Dried fish.
Yeah, but I have to. But sometimes I have a face that sort of like can't like hide what my brain is thinking. And when he's
Yeah,
telling me this, my face starts twisting because my stomach starts thinking, "Don't think about it, Kez, because you ain't swallowing that."
yeah.
And then it comes across on my facial expression to when he then says, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "Oh, nothing." Like thinking, I really don't want to be eating, what you're eating.
But
And he said, when you ever come to Nigeria, I'll cook for you. I was thinking, oh my God. I
you
was
know,
like, I don't.
it's a fact of life, though, isn't it? It is a fact of life.
Yeah.
We don't like to see what actually goes on, and I remember once I was going to buy a house, and it was right next door to a battery farm and an abattoir, and I wondered
Ooh,
why
the
the house,
smell.
yeah, I wondered why the house was so cheap, and it was a very nice house, very modern, yeah,
Yeah.
and it's been on the market for ages. It's probably worth, if it was in London, it'd be like multi-million-pound house. The
Wow.
and they were selling it for 250,000, I think it was. And
That, that's
so
nothing.
yeah, so I went there, did a tour of the house. It was absolutely stunning. A big gallery in the house, and it's amazing. And so I decided I spoke to the estate agent and said, why is it this price? Oh, the owners need to sell it because they're moving away. And not too far away was a pub. And I thought we're going to the pub and said, "Do you know this house?" And they said, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." They built it right next door, and exactly what you just said, Kerry. He said,
Yeah.
"Buy it. Is the smell in the summer is
Hmm.
egregious beyond belief."
Yeah. My
And
friend lives in a council flat. Like they built these new flats, and the housing association put in. And anyway, it's a stunning flat, and it's got a beautiful veranda. So they open the doors in the morning and they sit out and they can have coffee and like their breakfast on there and stuff. And it's in a south facing position. It's beautiful, but they can't use it because across the road is the abattoir. And they
mm,
said, like, in the summer, the stench
mm,
is unbelievable.
yeah,
Because it's, the dead carcasses and the noise. There is a lot of noise, obviously, when they shoot them and,
Yeah.
well,
shoot
they
the animal.
electrocute them, but then you've got halal as well, which is obviously different. But that's an interesting subject in itself. And we were talking about in the last break, we were talking about dating. I'll end my dating story and I'll ask you guys some questions. So this woman that I was on about earlier, I only went on 3 dates with her, and she was like very very attractive and that sort of thing. And do you know on that date, the second date, she introduced me to her gay friends, and I thought, okay, yeah, really nice people and that sort of stuff. And
Mm.
in this incident that happened that night, which is the last time I saw her because I thought I ain't going back there again. I felt violated.
I know
And,
this story.
yeah, and she said to me, she said, "Oh, next time you come, I'll bring my gay friends over." I'm thinking, oh my days.
Oh my God.
Is this the one that wanted to put the finger up your bum?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, yeah. And anyway,
You didn't want a girl to put your finger up her bum. There's no way you're going to want a fella to stick his finger up your bum.
I just become the new sex toy or something. Yeah, so anyway, let's just quickly end on this before we go to
She's
Kayla.
trying to break you. She's trying to break you.
She was.
Yeah.
She was. And
going back to my holiday though, Wales, Anglesey, beautiful, beautiful island, absolutely stunning. You know, I can see why Tina loves it so much. I can see the beauty within the. It's so green, obviously, because it gets so much friggin' rain. But yeah, everywhere we went was just you know, like there wasn't any like mess anywhere. All the towns were beautiful. It's an island that they take immense pride of themselves with, because it was just stunning, absolutely beautiful. And I had a surprise visit. I finally got Liam to meet Holly, Aaron, and Tina. Bearing in mind, Holly and Tina and Liam all live on the island and never met each other. Yeah, I met Liam at Rock the Mic, and I'm the only one that's met him. And he came out one night. He met us all for drinks and came out one night, and then led Aaron astray and took him for a night out in Holyhead. We did worry about him coming back in one piece, like.
Oh my
But
God.
yeah, it was just lovely. It was a beautiful place. Food, yeah, it was gorgeous. Some of the restaurants we went to. But yeah, we went all over the island, all over.
I think I went on a date when I was younger, and it was the worst date of my life because we went bowling, and I brought my own money because I weren't expecting a man to pay for me bowling, so I thought I'd bring my own money and I pay for myself, which I did. He never once offered me a drink or anything. He was on his phone to his friends, all on the date, like on the phone to his friends, all on the date. And then he didn't even walk me. He didn't even get me transport home. He walked me to the bus stop and left me.
Oh, Kayla, who says chivalry's dead, eh? Who says chivalry's dead? You know what, Kayla? Bradders, how would you have dealt with that on a first date? Would you have just walked to the bus stop? Yeah.
I don't think I've ever walked anybody to a bus stop before.
So would you have ordered them a taxi and paid for it then?
He paid no attention to me.
Yeah.
Well, that was on the phone. I would have just gone to the toilet and left.
How long ago was that, Kayla?
I was only young. I was only about
33.
18, 19. It was only about 18 or 19 was. I'm scared. I'm scared to go on a date these days. I once attracted a man who was into wearing bloody nappies.
I know you said that last time. Yeah, that's the thing that surprises me about you. You're a good-looking young lady. I don't understand how you're single.
Oh, yeah, because she goes to the bathroom, and in the toilet she's got a fella stood there in his nappy. Kayla, you do attract them, girlfriend. You really do.
Yeah.
Guys, we want to know what your nightmare dating tales are. Please drop us a line on hello@dreamcatcherradio.co.uk.
Yeah.
And please just drop in what your dating nightmare stories are, because we really would love to hear. Bradders, before we end tonight, though, please, can you just
your feedback?
Has Nigel still been in touch?
I'll have a look in a sec. The have you got a story? Have you got a story to share, Kerry?
No, what on my dating stems?
Yeah.
No, mine are too fat too thingy for radio.
This is too raunchy.
Yeah, well, just do a radio edit version of a story.
I am a convent girl, left school completely naive at 17 because we were told at third year seniors, which is what, year 9, that because we stood at the school gates watching the boys' school leave and go home, we were nymphomaniacs. But we couldn't look it in a dictionary because we didn't know how to spell the bloody word. Anyway, so no, mine would have been after I'd left my daughter's dad, and I just like went completely off the rails a little bit. Met this guy, went out with him. I was just like, oh yeah, we can have a good time, and we put it this way, we did have a good time, and then I thought, right, that's it, won't see him again. But apparently, I'd told him where I lived, etc., not remembering because I was completely drunk. And he turned up in his Royal Mail van, like outside my house. I was just like,
oh no,
what the hell?
No.
Yeah, because he worked for Royal Mail, he'd actually done a little bit of investigation, found out the full address, and just turned up in his van. And I was like, oh my God. But he came from Swindon. He drove up from Swindon because he had a delivery in the northeast. And yeah, oops.
I have a story about Kes. I have a story about a Royal Mail guy.
Oh, did he look through your window?
Well, oh my God, it's so embarrassing. I don't know why I'm saying this on the radio because it's so embarrassing.
Well, come on, Kayla. You've got us all now.
No,
you've got me and Brad as hanging on a bit of string, and you've got all of the listeners now wanting to know what Kayla's embarrassing story is.
Well, with
the Royal Mail man.
Where my hall is where I go up the stairs, the glass is frosted, thank God. Come
on, Kayla. Come on, spill.
It was broad day, and me and my boyfriend at the time, we planned on getting a bit,
fruity
on the stairs.
On the stairs. Oh, please tell me that you didn't have a parcel put through by Royal Mail when he was taking you from behind.
No, but we had
It went in the wrong slot.
We had a knock on the door.
Oh my God, frosted, were you naked?
Yeah.
Oh!
You can see into my window, but because you could just like make the figures out, we were like trying to be so still. But you see that? You see what was going on?
Well, you would have seen someone's backside like a rabbit going up and down. I would have just stayed connected and just laid down on the stairs for a little while and don't move.
My child caught me once.
Children catching you as an adult is really bad.
Yeah.
Did your kids ever catch you, Brad?
No. The house that basically the house that they grew up in is like the West Wing. So one side of the house was for the kids,
and one side of the house was your little dungeon.
They're like two separate staircases, and it was like.
So did you have the red room? Did you have the red room in your wing?
Yeah. Did you
hear the laugh, listeners? Did you hear the laugh? That means there must have been a little bit of a naughty room. Look at him, he's laughing.
We have a visitor here. Hello?
The charger, please.
Oh, child.
Yeah, on that note, do you want to introduce your next song? Oh, no, she's gone, isn't she?
No, child. She's had to mute herself, so the child doesn't hear the context. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's go back to your holiday very briefly while Kayla's dealing with that. You were like very anxious about going away, wasn't you?
horrendous. Because I'm totally immunosuppressed, okay, going into crowds of people or going away, it's easier to say no because it it it, it helps with my anxiety. Like that means I don't have to be with people I don't know. And there was people. Obviously, I know my friend Amy really well. I know her husband, but I was sharing accommodation with her husband's cousin. Never met her before. And I was driving down there, me and Ted together. Obviously, Ted Guys is the dog. He's like my service dog. So I was like following them, and I knew it was going to be a long journey. It took us like nearly 5 hours to get down there. And I was just like, when I got there, I was just like, oh, didn't, I was tired, so I didn't really want to speak, but then I had to make the effort to speak to Justine and whatever. But yeah, Tina came and actually like obviously Tina knows me really, really well. She made a point of coming over that night to meet me, and it sort of like helped soothe things in, ease things in a bit. When we went out during the day, there was a day, was it Tuesday? Yeah, we went to a place called Bumaris on Monday. We went crabbing for the first time. When I turned around, I went, yeah, did we? Absolutely. I bought the net, the bucket, and the like bait to catch the crabs. And there was a guy next to me who'd had to go and help a fisherman out because a seagull, a baby seagull, like when they're still brown, had got caught up in his line. And he was just wanting to like neck it because it's flown into his line and it's more of a pain than anything else to get the bird out alive. But this guy ran down on the beach. This other guy watching ran down on the beach and saved the seagull and unhooked the fishing wire and stuff. Anyway, so that he came back and he said, "Oh, we're going now. Do you want our bait?" Well, they were using bacon. So, guys, if you ever go crabbing, take bacon. The bloody crabs are right greedy little gannets for it. So, Amy caught one massive one. I mean, and she went, that one's on steroids, and it's looking at me really nastily. I mean, his pincers were like huge, and
can you eat those crabs?
I don't know. I really don't know. And then Aaron came down and said, "Oh, can I have a go?" And we were like, "Yeah, yeah." And so he had a go, and he got like 10 babies all in one scoop, and they were all hanging off this net bag with bacon in it. And I was like, "Well, who would have thought bacon was
bacon?
Like
Bacon's
yeah.
good. I love bacon.
So
but yeah,
if anyone does eat those crabs, they'll have bacon inside them. So it'll be a new flavour.
I've got a funny story about crabbing and fishing. So when I was growing up in Plymouth, I used to go fishing, and there was like a
down in the Barbican.
No, yeah, there I used to go to Barbican as well, but that got very commercialized. So, it's like lots of restaurants and that sort of stuff. But anyway, it was in Devonport where I used to go. I think it's called Mount Wise, I think, from memory.
Oh, Mount Wise, yeah.
And
yeah, I know Mount Wise.
And so I was on this pier, and they had like chains with concrete posts.
Yeah.
I'm leaning against the chains, right? And the fucking thing broke. And I was in the sea.
Oh my God.
You fell in.
Yeah, I fell in the sea. Luckily, the steps wasn't too far away, but I had all my clothes on, everything. And you imagine how heavy that is.
Now.
And it's funny I say that we shouldn't swear on the radio station. I just did it. But anyway, don't matter.
Anyway,
sorry, Kayla.
It's 10 p.m. anyway. It's past watershed.
Yeah. So I was in the sea with all these heavy clothes on, trying to swim.
Did the crabs come for you?
The what?
The crabs.
Oh man, it was horrible. It was horrible.
Oh, look at this bit of bait that's coming.
it took me about 20 minutes to swim about 9 meters.
Oh my Lord.
Clothes were so heavy. Anyway, but yeah, that was quite scary. That was anyway.
Kayla, what's your next song?
Kayla, have you got any crappy experiences?
I don't.
Not the ones in the sea, Kayla. Not the ones in the sea.
I've never been crabbing. I've never received crabs or anything like that.
It was funny when I turned around and went, Amy's got crabs. I got like the attention that she wasn't expecting.
On that note, let's introduce Kayla's next song.
Well, I was going to put one of my originals on, what I sing, but I actually want to play a Nigerian dance song called "Like" by Davido and Iyanya.
What, you've actually sung that?
No, it's just a.
Oh, you're gonna. Okay.
I like. It's so good. I love it.
Cool. Let's play that for you.
Okay. Shake it. Back when I had no car, you still be riding for me. Back when I had no rubber, you still be spending feelings. Back when I had no boss, you still be standing me. Back when I had nobody, I had you. If you like, show me what you really feel inside. Let me kiss you on your lips. If you like, we can both decide. Baby, let me kiss you on your lips. Joke on me, I'm a joke on me, joke on me, I'm a joke on me, joke on me, oh joke on me, back when I'm thinking for, now you they bring me back. Back when I don't get liver, now you they boost my morale. Back when I never go again, but now you go run my visa. Eh. Back when the thing no sure, now you they give me joy. If you like, show me what you really feel inside. Let me kiss you on your lips. If you like, we can both decide. Baby, let me kiss you on your lips. Joke on me, I want you to call me. Joke on me, I want you to call me. Joke on me, oh joke on me. Joke on me, I want you to call me. Obio. Shake it.
Dreamcatcher Radio is about capturing and creating dreams through music, chat, and debate. Empowering expression, enriching society. A go-to place for unsigned musical talent. A radio station which listens to its audience. Free speech, vibrant, engaging. Stream worldwide 24/7. Events, competitions, promotions. Always keen to have a listening ear. Contact us. hello@dreamcatcherradio.com.
Dreamcatcher Radio.
That was "Like" by Davido and Iyanya. I love that. I love
anything like.
I was bopping away here. I thought I got well into that little beat.
Gets you in the, it does get it gets you in the
feels. It definitely gets
feels,
you
in
in
the
the feels.
mood.
Yeah, you
Gets
can't
you
not
in the
move
mood.
it to it. I think you know.
No.
If you're not moving to it, like even a little bit, if it's in your toe or your leg, you've obviously not
I
feeling.
saw you playing with your hair, touching your ear.
Yeah.
You were on a date. You were on a date in your own head.
In my own head. Yeah.
So we was talking at the very start of the show when off air. Kayla's been busy doing DIY stuff, and
Yeah.
what one thing I want to remind people of, this is called toilet talk, because we talk about anything and everything, whatever random things and topics that come into our minds.
And what's the one room she's been decorating, guys?
Bathroom.
Bathroom.
How did
Literally.
it go?
Went all
Have
right.
you finished it?
Yeah, well, for now I have. Yeah, it's getting there.
I've come back off holiday, right? And I had a watermelon that I'd left on the side, thinking I would take it, and I'd forgot it. Anyway, while I was on holiday, it exploded, and the juice had seeped into my worktop and blown it. So I've got a bit of a bump in my worktop now.
Oh God.
And there's a bit of a stench because it's got like under the worktops. Anyway, my cleaner, bless her, she sorted it out for me. And then I went to flush my toilet the other day and the whole thing fell apart in my hand. So I had to go fishing for parts of toilet pieces. Thankfully, it was all in the top of the toilet, so I knew the water was clean, not in the bottom of the toilet where I just pee-peed. And I need that fixing. So that's now all put together like in a form of Lego on the top of the toilet, because I can't work out how it goes on top of the toilet.
You have two toilets, though?
Yeah, I have two toilets. I have one downstairs. But I can't work out how it goes in the toilet system. So it's now sat on top of the toilet system in a roundabout way. And then I've been looking at more motorhomes, and I'm narrowing it down, guys. I'm narrowing it down.
Yeah.
So,
but my toilet decorating is going really good.
What's on?
I fell in the bathroom and I landed on the side of the bath, and my elbow went through the panel.
Was the panel plastic or something?
Plastic, yeah.
All right, okay. So you had a plastic side panel. So what did you do? Just throw it, or did you just?
No, I've not. No, because it's only little holes. What I've done is I've covered it with like It didn't like it went through, but like it was still attached. It was like a flap, so I've kind of like pulled it out and just, kind of cut around it a bit to fit in the hole, and then paper over the top of it.
Flaps and holes. We talk about flaps on it still.
Get your head out of the gutter, Bradders.
Honestly, Bradders, trust you to pick up on the flaps and holes. I swear to God. I was thinking, oh yeah, she's doing a really good DIY job that a normal man would maybe think of. And I'm thinking of the flaps and holes. Now it's like complete roles reversed here, Bradders.
Right?
Yeah. He's got the flaps and holes, and I'm thinking DIY.
Your mind is in the gutter today, Bradders.
It's in the toilet. That's where it is.
It's not my fault. It's late at night while we're doing this pre-record.
So, Kayla, did you say you've just papered, or is it actually like the like the paneling?
No, it's like it's a self-adhesive,
sticky back plastic.
Yeah, self-adhesive sticky back plastic, but you can use it as wallpaper, and it's wipeable. So what I'm thinking of doing is I'm thinking of ordering more rolls of it, so I can do my bathroom with it as well.
Yeah. It looked like proper paneling. Well done, girl.
Yeah, I don't know if I have the picture before with the hole. Hang on, let me see if I can.
Well, I've got a hole in my wall. Oh no. Did she do it?
So, where is it?
That is funny, that is, though.
It is funny, isn't it, that alter ego?
Mm.
I've got a massive hole in my bedroom wall that I put my foot through. Yeah. I'll show you.
Can't find it. Why can't I find it? Hang on.
Size 6.5 hole. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Size 6.5.
I don't have it. Oh, I can't find it anywhere.
It'd be easy to patch that up, though, Kerry. To be fair, you can get those
Please tell me how.
You get those plaster patches.
There's what's the name? Gail. I had pictures made for me of Gail. We have
that's more like Gail.
Yeah, that one looks better. Yeah.
There's a sign that says "Get off of my." There's a sign here that says "Get off of my property." And then I sang the Pussycat song as Gail, and now they've done me with a pussycat.
I reckon that that sort of avatar, or that your little it's actually got legs. It's got legs. I think it's really funny.
Yeah,
especially because it's associated with you as well.
I'm Gail, the Alabama Hot Pocket.
Who did that for you?
A girl, I can't think of her name. A girl did it for me. Yeah, so she's from Alabama She's the Alabama Hot Pocket.
Okay, we were going to talk as well about the event that we've got coming up at Dreamcatcher Radio. It's our third event of the year, which
24th of October.
24th of October is it Rainford? Is it called?
Rainsford. No, it's basically near Liverpool. St. Helens, yeah.
Yeah, it's a big old place there. And we're going to do 5 singers, 2 DJs, and we're taking over a large marquee. It's all in aid of Angel Starfish Project. To find out information, go to www.poweredbydreamcatcher.co.uk. Tickets are just £10. Under 16s go for free. It'll be a fun event. It's going to be a Halloween-based event. I'm not too sure what we're going to be doing there, but Emma's on the case with that one. In terms of how we're going to make it more Halloween-like and more spooky. And speaking to the singers of some of the ideas, they've started changing their songs because they didn't know it was going to be a Halloween event. And we got funny enough, we've got the harmonies coming.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah,
fantastic! I love the harmonies. Absolutely love them.
Yeah.
2 amazing ladies and who've got beautiful voices.
Yeah, they're coming, and we got like I say, 4 other performers coming as well. And they've allowed us to. We can only hear.
Is Sophia going?
No, I've not spoke to her about that.
Is our new DJ, not DJ, our new DJ on Dreamcatcher Radio going? He
Johnny
was
Mid.
at the, yeah,
he's coming, and then you got Andy coming as well. Because the thing is that they've asked us if we want to because we can only be outside till 11 p.m, which is obviously the marquee, but they've got a room upstairs, and the idea is that we carry on after 11 p.m. So it's gonna be a long day. We're starting at 5. And it's like I say, it's just £10 a ticket. All goes to charity. And it's going to be a great day. We're probably going to have a raffle there as well. Everybody loves a raffle, don't they?
Everybody loves a raffle. £1 a strip or £2 to keep them on.
Yeah.
Brothers is thinking that one out. What she just said.
No, I heard what you said.
It'll be £5 for me.
Is that keeping your coat and shoes on and everything like that?
No, it's a tenner.
It's a tenner to keep your shoes and socks on, is it?
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, guys, do you guys celebrate Halloween?
No, my birthday's 3 days earlier.
Oh.
I mean, I like to dress up for Halloween.
You dress up for anything, you, Kayla?
I dress up a bit.
a little
You
bit
dress up a bit for
raunchy.
Sunday.
I dress up a bit raunchy for Halloween.
Oh, do you?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm gone. I'm
Are
sorry.
you going to go, Kayla? Because it's on your doorstep.
Eh?
Are you going to go? Because it's on your doorstep.
I might do, yeah. But I do have a picture, I think, of me.
Well, that's not you. That's your alter ego.
Hang on, let me see if I can find it.
Talking about birthdays as well. Dion is staying at mine for her birthday.
Oh, are you doing anything for her?
Yeah, we're going out, and then Paul's taking her into London the following day. They're going to.
Where are you taking her for her birthday?
Just I don't know. I've not booked a place yet. Just I need to figure out where to go. But yeah, she's coming down.
You're going to put big 50 in her bedroom.
Is it? Is she's 50? Is she?
It's her 50th. It's a big 50th. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, 27th of September.
Yeah, that's when she's coming down. Yeah.
Yeah, it's her birthday.
For a
So
couple
big.
Of nights, yeah.
Yeah, you need to put a big 50 banner in her bedroom.
I'll make a note of that on my bit of paper.
Yeah, Brad, it's because you forget.
She makes me laugh, Dion does. Well, both of them do, actually, in fairness. Yeah, we'll get some 50 balloons or something in the room.
That would be funny.
What are you looking for there, Kayla?
The Halloween picture. But I don't think I can find it.
It's not going to help the audience on the radio.
No, it's not going to help the audience on that one, Kayla. It's only going to help Bradders and myself. You've got to remember the audience.
We just want to perv on your photo.
Oh my God. I'm going to see if I can find it.
Where?
Anyway, we're getting near the end of your show now. Okay, what else do you guys in Toilet Talk want to talk about? Oh yes, what do you think about the likes of the march on the 13th of September in London?
You know what? Right.
It wasn't a march or protest or freedom speech.
No, it was a protest, wasn't it?
Festival.
And for me, you know what? If it was made in the ways of what it was supposed to be, I would agree with it. But inevitable, the one who organised it is just a thug in my eyes. He just is the one to incite, a lot of hatred and a lot of, all right, for the amount of people that were there were only 20 odd arrests or something. But it doesn't gain anything. It doesn't gain any momentum apart from the negative side.
Yeah.
Of the momentum. And I just think at this moment, you know what? We are too accommodating. We are British and we tend to sort of like say, okay, that's fine. We step aside and, we let things happen. And I think what we need to do is we do need to claim back our country. We do. If we were to go to another country, such like Dubai for a reason, as an example, there is so much you cannot do in Dubai. And otherwise you'll just be arrested and put in prison. And, you can, if you're not married, you can't hold hands with your partner. You can't be seen kissing with them outside. No. They have gone to that extremes and you do get arrested and you will get punished for it.
Yeah.
I mean, and I just think for us here, it's okay to be diverse and to be, accepted and stuff like that. But you need to live by how the country lives of which you're in. And to come in and start sort of like saying that you want X, Y, and Z and A, B, and C because it's what you did in your own country. Well, it doesn't work like that.
No, it
doesn't. That is my view. Like I said, I know that there are people born in this country that have every right to be in this country. Yeah, not a problem. 100%. Not a problem. I have people in this country that have come into this country for genuine reasons, to get away from the country because they're being persecuted. I haven't got a problem. Not a problem. The problem I have are the ones who think that they could just come over and take over. And we're just expected to bow down and just put up with it. and the government are too soft on it.
It's ridiculous.
And that's what upsets me, you know. I was born in Mauritius, and I went back to Mauritius, and I was like, and they couldn't believe that, you know, a white person was Mauritian. Well, I was born in the country, for God's sake, you know. But then they accepted me as one of their own after they got over the shock that, yeah, I'm white and I was born in Mauritius. They accepted me as one of their own, and I was like a bit like royalty because I was one of them.
Yeah.
But
we're going to stop.
I still lived by that island's rules. Do you know what I mean? I didn't come in like with my old British thing and put my towel on the old sunbeds and demand X, Y, and Z and the bar to stay. No, it was none of that. None of that at all.
Well,
because I think the biggest thing that this country is losing is respect.
It is.
That is the biggest thing that I think that this country is losing out on.
Well, the Labour government, in all honesty, is a nightmare. Absolute nightmare.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I just want to talk about something. A couple of things that you just raised there. Did you hear about the story about the girl in Dubai, a law student here in the UK, did a line of coke. Now I'm anti-drugs. But did a line of coke, and she's facing 23 years in prison.
Yeah, she's doing life. She's doing life in prison in Dubai. They're trying to appeal to get her. Because obviously she has to stay there in prison. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's not justice. Yeah,
no. I know that's not justice, but that's not a justice country. You know, you do wrong in that country, you'll get punished for it. End of story. Everybody knows that.
They're very strict. They're so
strict. If you're going to go out and do drugs in a public place and get caught, well, then you've got to fulfill the punishment that goes with the crime. As soft as we may see the crime, it's because we are in this country too accommodating, far too accommodating.
Yeah, I mean,
we're very soft we're very, very soft in this country. Very soft.
You know, the respect in this country, and respecting our own country. That's what we've lost.
Yeah,
we've lost that respect, and the government have lost it for us. It is all the government's fault. Sorry, Brad.
Yeah, prime example is the shoplifting issue, which is the lowest form of crime, basically. Yeah. People just walking into shops and walking out the shops, like, don't give a crap. And I think that's basically a fundamental example of what's wrong with our society, because that should never be allowed to happen.
No.
And if that happened in, say, Dubai, you know, you probably get like 5 years, 10 years, or whatever.
You get your hands chopped off.
Yeah.
If you're caught stealing in Dubai or any Arab countries, you get your hands chopped off.
Yeah.
End of. There is no human rights this, human rights that. No, you have been caught stealing. You get your hands chopped off.
It's because
you won't do it again, then, will you?
The thing is in this country is because kids think they can do whatever they want in this country, and they think they can get away with everything, and they can't.
Yeah. I mean, when I was a kid,
I think the masks is a big issue.
Brothers, did you go in Woolies and steal a sweet out of the pick and mix? Because I did.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I did and all. It was too tempting. It was right on my height. There was all free sweets, and I was like, well, they're not going to miss one, are they?
I mean, I've done that now. Where I've like hot drink down the street and a Mars bar and thought, I just put the wrapper in there.
I remember the name of that shop. I don't know if it's still around. It's a red logo as well.
I've ordered that with the Mars bar, and I thought, oh, I'll pay for that, and then I've just put the wrapper down the side.
Oh dear.
Jesus, Kayla. You know.
Oh, but I wanted to show you. I found my Halloween picture.
Oh, go on then. Let's try and explain this to the audience. I'll leave that to Kerry. Where's your Halloween picture then?
Yeah. Oh, wowzers! Right, guys.
That's gothic, like, isn't
it? we have the baboons. I was going to call them then. The bazookas up in. Are you in a corset, Kayla?
Yeah.
Jeez, how the hell did you keep them in?
It was a struggle.
Right, she's got a corset on, guys, and she's got a ledge. She's kept them in very, very well. and she's got a slit in her throat, with like a neck toe, but with blood coming down underneath it, and looks like she's been punched in the mouth. Makeup's very good though.
Yeah.
And you're very blonde.
There's black tones there as well.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, the makeup's... Who did the makeup, Kayla?
Me.
You? Well done. Jeez, them boobs. How the hell you kept them boobs in that corset?
Was that just for the kids, Kayla?
Oh, yeah.
Trick or treat.
That was just going trick or treat round the door in the hope that a daughter got more sweets.
I tell you.
That's a lot of effort, that is. That's a lot of effort.
Jeez, Kayla.
I just hit the clone.
Hang on, Kayla. Is this a wig you've got on, or is that your hair?
Yeah, that's a wig, yeah.
All right, okay. Because it really suits you, blonde.
Have you seen me clown look I did?
No.
It reminds me of a little bit like Britney Spears, a little bit. That
yeah, it does look a bit like Britney, but the boo-boos is a lot lower. Literally, Kayla, they're defying gravity on their own.
I know.
Look at all the songs. See all the song puns we're bringing out tonight, guys.
It's a shame you can't see the images. So if you go to our socials, I'm sure it's probably on there.
What we need to do is we maybe need to do this for when it goes on to WhatsApp,
YouTube?
Not WhatsApp, YouTube. We could maybe put them in the comments or something so people can get to see the actual pictures.
You'll end up with a lot more followers, Kayla, I'm sure you. I just want to go back to the 13th, right? I actually do believe the audience was missold about the event. It was supposed to be about freedom of speech, but it went way beyond that.
Of course it did. Because hang on, who organised it?
I know that.
Exactly.
But I just just the whole, fighting back.
I can't believe that there are some councils out there. People are going out of their way to start flying the national flag and the English flag. There was even in Wales people flying the Welsh flag, okay? In their gardens, on the lampposts and everything, yeah? But there are councils out there that are going out purposely and pulling them all down. That is just going to antagonise everything. There is absolutely nothing wrong with the fact that we can have our national flag or English or Scottish flag, depending on where in the country that, or Northern Irish flag. You know what I mean? Why? Why are the councils hell-bent on pulling something down like that?
I don't think it's even legal for them to pull them down. Under what remit? Because they use the word, health and safety reasons. How
was that a flag flying up a mast? I mean, or even up a lamppost going to be a health and safety reason?
No.
Yeah.
I think it's a great thing that people start flying the flag and starting hopefully respecting their country. Because even things like, littering and mess and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
We need to deal with
seriously. Anglesey, you can tell that they're proud of their island.
Mm.
You can tell it everywhere. There was not an ugly place in Anglesey that we went to. Not an ugly place. And there were some well dodgy areas that we went through. Well dodgy. Because there is everywhere that you go,
Yeah.
But you could tell that they were just proud of their island. And
that's what
I liked being there.
That's what we need to create. I mean, positive immigration is very, very important and vital, in fact, into our country. But
it helps with the economy because they'll do the jobs that the British won't do.
Yeah, and they're willing to work hard as well.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, obviously, like any, no one can deny that there's a lot of publicity around migrants.
I mean, I thought there was the rule as well that you had to be able to speak Queen's English to come into this country, or King's English now, to come into this country.
I
mean, there's hardly, you know.
No, do you know what annoys me? Is now houses, the wanting houses to become HMOs.
Yeah, it just annoys
House
me. It
asylum
just upsets me
seekers.
as well.
I can't do that. I can't.
And the
No.
ones who are doing businesses and actually housing all the illegal immigrants and stuff in their in their restaurants and stuff.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
I just want to go back to the 13th again about the mis-selling of the event. Is about it's supposed to be a freedom of speech. I mean, they didn't even get the name right about what it's all about and that sort of stuff. But the guy from New Zealand, I thought was very, very provocative, very provocative,
Yeah.
and ripping up flags and all that sort of stuff. And I very much questioned that. I thought that is very, very too far. It's too much. And also Elon Musk saying you need to fight back or die. And I was trying to think, fight back against who, and who's threatened to kill you.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a bit much as well. I didn't really understand it, especially someone of his stature saying that. I thought that was too much. And the thing is, you got to think about it, right? So some of these people are a little bit radical as well. I think they were very well behaved on the day, by all accounts, which is great, which is what you want. But they're going to go home thinking, I need a fight. All right. But who do you fight? And how do you fight?
You fight the authorities, don't you? That's what you fight, because that's
Just
all they know who to fight.
Look what's just happened in Naples. The absolutely anarchy.
Where?
Nepal, sorry.
Yeah.
Where they've destroyed
Yeah.
government buildings. The government's been like removed now anyway. But and literally they've tore apart their town, a city, sorry, I should say. And I mean, I suppose it gets to a point to say, well, enough's enough. The amount of corruption that was going on there, and then the government trying to censor their citizens as well,
Yeah.
Through social media, and the impact of that censorship was massive. And they just decided to get together, and how they managed to do what they did and get so many people together is beyond me. But Nepalese people are known for being strong people.
Very, very strong people.
The
Very resilient. There's a lot of Nepalese people in Saudi, and they
Yeah.
work for nothing. Very, very little do they work for, but they will work and they will send their money home to the families.
But that's what I think that they were arguing for on the 13th, something similar.
You see, for me, Brad, I haven't got a problem. If somebody needs our help, then we help them. Yeah. Like, we are the ones that are trying to fix the children over in Gaza, that are getting blown up. They're coming over here to use our hospitals and everything like that. I haven't got a problem with that. I've got no problem with that, to help out. What I dislike, the fact is, right, is in this country, we are quite north to the countries that are seeking asylum, yeah? They have to go through Europe. They have to go through many countries within Europe to get to us.
Yep.
And yet all of these countries, they can claim asylum in any of those countries. So their claim for asylum goes out the window as far as I'm concerned, because if they were desperate, like they say, then they will stay in the countries that will accept them for asylum.
Well,
whether that be Italy, France, Germany, Austria, wherever. Yeah. Why? Why do they want to come across to us? Why? Because we're too bloody soft on them. We will quite happily give them everything. Yet the people that have put their lives on the line for us to just keep walking the streets, are the ones sat on the streets now begging because they've got nothing. Because the government have given them a handshake, said they'll get their pension and whenever it is that they come to retire, because they all seem to be able, well, not seem to be able to, but they all seem to do between 4 and maybe 12 years, yeah, depending on whatever job it is and how long they want to stay signed up for. So they go in as boys and they come out as men, but they come out as men who've had their accommodation taken out of their wages, or they've had, their food taken out of their wages, and their wages are just their wages to spend whatever they want to spend the money on. They have had no direction and no guidance on how to pay bills, how to pay council tax, how to pay water rates, television licenses and stuff like that. They don't have that guidance. So they're going to come out, and we're setting them up to fail straight away. We are setting our boys up to fail, the ones who have gone out and fought on the front line to enable us to walk the streets and to make that country safe or whatever.
Yeah.
And we haven't even got, the nounce to think that these men need more than just a handshake and a thanks very much, pat on the back, now fuck off sort of like scenarios.
Yeah.
And that's what upsets me. That is what genuinely upsets me. And it gets to the point. Sorry, Brad. Sorry. I'm just really, really passionate about it. I mean, I've got a really dear friend who's serving, an ex-military, and they struggle. And they ask for help, and the help isn't there because the queues are too long for the help. And like when they do get the help, it's like it's only half the help that they maybe should have got because there's not the money there, because the government's not using the money for that. They're using the money, giving houses to people who say, oh yeah, we haven't got anything, we need your help, blah, blah, blah. No. As far as I'm concerned, charity starts at home.
Yeah.
And what we should be doing is pulling back on all that money we send abroad and start putting it back in the grassroots of the people in this country who are British that really need our help.
Yeah.
Okay. Were you on stage on the 13th, Kerry?
No way.
You just did your speech then. But
no, that's how I feel. And I never, I mean, until I got involved with Dreamcatcher Radio, and also with yourself and the journeys that you and I are going on together with Rock the Mic and all of that, Brad, yeah? Until I got involved in that, I mean, I'm from a military family, but I'm from a naval military family. They do things different. And as they say, they call like the veterans from the army like the foot fodder, because they're the ones that go in with their feet. They're the ones that are there on the feet. Yeah. Then you've got the RAF who were like 2-3 miles in the air, and then you've got the Navy who's about 8-9 miles like in the sea, out in the Baltic or somewhere like that. Yeah. So the ones who genuinely need us are the ones who are there in the front line, pointing a gun at, to sort of like to save the platoon, or to save some, another person.
Yeah, I agree with you. As you know, on Dreamcatcher Radio, we've interviewed many veterans. I remember one guy that stood out most profoundly for me, where he was serious issues with PTSD, and
they all leave with PTSD, all of them.
Well, I think there'll be like different elements of them.
There's different variations of them, but they all leave with PTSD. Yeah, exactly.
But he was so distraught that he walked on a landmine, and his mate was right behind him, and he walked off it, and his mate got blew up. Right, he didn't. Right, and he felt so guilty for that, and
because that's survivor's guilt.
Yeah, and the thing that was very telling, he had a little giddy laugh, but he wasn't laughing. It was a massive nervous laugh.
Yeah.
And it made me quite emotional, to be honest, that interview.
Yeah.
I've spoken to one guy, and they've said like the things that they have to like, they use children over there as like, like we treasure our children over here. Yeah. Over there, they will offer their children up in a war.
Yeah.
And they sort of like, load their the child up with explosives. So the child's going to die regardless. It's going to die if the explosives are detonated. The child will die, and it's going to die if the army tried to save the platoon and the men. The child's going to die.
Yeah.
So what would you do in that situation?
Yeah, no,
And it messes you up.
Okay.
I said I couldn't even start. It sounds like, oh well, someone will say, oh yeah, well we do that on the video games. Video games are video games. They're not real life.
No.
And I could not imagine at all how anybody would deal with or cope with that situation.
Okay,
No.
guys,
Making that call.
Just to let you know, you've got a minute and a half left, and you need to introduce your song at the end. So I'm going to leave it to you guys. So
Sorry, guys.
You've got a minute and a half.
Sorry. I really am very passionate about our soldiers and our veterans. They deserve our help more than anybody else in this country. So I apologise if people don't agree with my views or anything, but it just is how I feel, you know? Yeah. And on that note, okay, I'm not ending on a shit note or a poop in my toilet, all right, even though my flush is broken. I'm going to end up on a high. And Kayla, I need to thank you so much for sharing with everybody here, all right, listening in, your amazing singing talent. You know, never ever believe that you're shit, girl, because you're not. You're not even a PP, okay? You are amazing, and your voice is there to be. You know, you really need to push that voice out. Maybe start thinking about putting out an album or something. Get yourself into some studios, girl.
I will.
Because you really do need to push that voice out there. More people need to be hearing Kayla.
Okay, Kayla, do you want to introduce your final song?
Sorry, Brad. Again, thank you for coming on and joining us again in the toilet. And Kayla, what is your last song?
My final song is "Creep" by Radiohead.
You always do that.
I love you singing this. I love you singing this.
Okay, this is Toilet Talk, and literally, if you did manage to get to the end of the show at this point, how many random conversations did we have? And that's the whole point of Toilet Talk.
A lot.
Toilet Talk is unscripted, and we just take it as it comes. It's free running.
When you were here before, gonna look you in the eye. You're just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. You float like a feather in a beautiful world. I wish I was special. You're so very special. But I'm a creep. I'm a widow. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't care if it hurts. I wanna have control. I want a perfect body. I want a perfect soul. I want you to notice when I'm not around. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. She's running out again. She'll run, 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 run. But I'm a creep. I'm a widow. What the hell?